And joining us now to discuss NCBA's work in the area of sustainability is Dr. Kim Stackhouse-Lawson. Kim, you're responsible for all of NCBA's sustainability work, and I would just ask, give us an update.
Sure. So the beef industry continues to lead in the area of sustainability. The Beef Checkoff Sustainability Research Program continues to be focused on the life cycle assessment, which was originally published in 2013 and marked the largest and most comprehensive life cycle assessment of its kind. As you know, the results from that life cycle assessment were incredibly positive for beef. We demonstrated that in 6 years, the beef industry had improved its overall sustainability by 5%, and if we focused only on the social and environmental aspects of sustainability, it improved 7%. So currently we're working on updating that life cycle assessment for a 2018 publication. And the update is quite comprehensive. So it actually involves individual producer data. So we have completed data collection from 19 different states, and we have individual producer information from over 2,500 beef producers at this point. We currently just launched data collection in the Northwest region, so it's a very exciting time in the area of beef sustainability. Another area NCBA has been focused on in the last year is the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. That was an effort that was launched in March of 2015 and currently has 98 members from all different aspects of the beef value chain. The U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef is working to advance sustainability and ensure that the U.S. beef production system is the trusted global source of sustainability, focusing on environmentally sound, socially responsible, and economically viable beef. So there's a lot of exciting work going on in the area of sustainability, and beef producers are certainly at the center of those conversations.
So let's take a step back for just a moment for viewers who are asking the question, why should sustainability be such an important focus for the beef industry in the first place?
Right, so there's really two reasons this is important for producers. The first is that sustainability is one of the top 7 beef demand drivers and is directly linked to consumer trust in beef. So we know that millennial consumers today care more about where their food comes from, but also in the way it was raised. And they want to be ensured that food was produced responsibly. So when we lead in efforts like we do in research and also the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef, it brings those consumers additional security that beef is being produced responsibly and in a way that meets their same moral values as consumers. The second reason it's important that we work in the area of sustainability are that retail partners are also reacting to this changing consumer expectation, and they're working to ensure that they're sourcing from sustainable supply systems. So having beef producers leading in the area of sustainability, predominantly research, and then the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef, ensures that producers are at the center of those conversations. And that's important to avoid mandated top-down sustainability initiatives that could affect their day-to-day management of operations.
So I want to talk about that day-to-day management operations. What, in your opinion, is the impact of all these sustainability efforts on how we actually produce beef in the country?
Great question, Kevin. And some of that is still being worked through. So we work through a lot of those questions in the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. And like I talked about, we have 98 members in the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. 52 of those are producers. So we have great producer participation in the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. Most recently, the Roundtable released their high priority sustainability indicators. So these are going to be 6 indicators that the Roundtable will be focused on as it relates to beef. And those are efficiency and yield, animal health and welfare, land resources, air resources, worker safety and well-being, and air and greenhouse gas emissions. So there's not a lot of tangible, how is this going to affect me yet? But if you'd like to be involved as a producer, we'd sure appreciate the engagement through the Roundtable to ensure that voices are heard. Currently, the conversation is all about bringing to the forefront the great sustainability stories that are already taking place. So we know that beef producers are sustainable today. They've been so for generations, and a lot of these efforts are currently about capitalizing on those wins and really showcasing the beef sustainability story in a different way and through a different avenue, like the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef.
So where can our viewers go if they want to learn more, particularly about the U.S. Roundtable?
So there's a website, www.usrsb.org. And for beef checkoff research, it's beefresearch.org.
Kim, thanks so much for coming to the show and sharing your insight on this very important topic. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
As Kim mentioned, you can follow the work of the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef at their website, usrsb.org. And be sure to check out beefresearch.org for the latest updates on the sustainability efforts NCBA is undertaking as a contractor to the beef checkoff.